My dear friends, it's Josie and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Now in today's video, I want to speak to you about the Ascended Masters and how you can connect with the Ascended Masters every day. So let's get started. So according to the legend, when Buddha was dying, he was on his deathbed surrounded by his disciples. And one of the disciples came up to him and asked, "Now, Master, before you go, I just need to ask you this one question. Are you the God?" And Buddha said, "No." He said, "Well, are you human?" Buddha said, "No." "Are you a master teacher, healer? What are you?" And Buddha said, "I am awake." Now, every single Ascended Master, basically when they came into this physical world, they came at the right place, at the right time, and you can see they were all over the world. They came with a specific purpose to awaken people. Now, an Ascended really means that, ascended, transitioned into a different dimension with their physical bodies. Now, this is highly evolved consciousness. We're people here, we're just a baby planet, really. And they're looking at us and they're saying, okay, we're gonna have to come and fix this. Okay, we're gonna have to give them the tools for transformation. We're gonna have to start a new movement. We gotta send them in the right direction. And that's exactly what they did. Even though if you look at again the life of Jesus, all of them have to come, they have to train, they have to gain wisdom, and then go out and teach. And when Jesus would speak to people, he would speak to regular, fishermen, somebody who has no formal spiritual or religious education at the time. And that's why the high priest would come to Jesus and say, "Why are you wasting time, spending time with these people? Why don't you go to temples and talk to us?" And then Jesus said, "Well, because it's the sick people who need the doctor." So, same way, when highly evolved beings looking at us, they see what they can do to help us on that spiritual journey, right? To become consciously awake, just awakening of the consciousness. Because when you're conscious, you think for yourself, right? You're thinking, you just have this cosmic connection with everything and everyone. So it will take time. Again, for our planet, what will be happening more for you and for me is the desire to gain more wisdom. We would love to have more wisdom. We don't need any more knowledge. Like, there's so much knowledge out there. You can read anything, just go on Google. There's many people who can quote you anything, who read many books and have zero wisdom. So wisdom is really, it's the truth, it's the experience and the knowledge together. So if you read a book that's not going to give you wisdom, wisdom comes from that awakening. And it's a seed, if you plant wisdom in the consciousness, that produces awakening. So that was the purpose of every single Ascended Master. So when they came, they created miracles, they created all kinds of different things that made people at the time think that they were gods or some supernatural beings. But again, even from thousands of years from today, we don't understand a lot of this phenomenon. But we trust that the evolved consciousness, higher dimensions, they care about us. They want us to have a happy life. They want us to evolve, to thrive, to be joyful, to be peaceful, to be awake. That's what they all want. And that's why they care enough about us to guide us every day. Now, they are in a different dimensions. We have to align ourselves with the energy. And if you want to connect with an Ascended Master, and if there's one who really speaks to your heart, if you grew up Christian, like myself, for example, I grew up in the Catholic Church, but I also had my own relationship with Jesus, and I think that's where my whole wisdom came. Not so much from the teachings of the church, it came from really my alignment with that ascended master, with the teachings, with the wisdom of that specific master, just finding that wisdom in myself. So talk to the ascended master, really speak to your heart and ask for wisdom. This is so important. This is just awakening of consciousness. It has to come with wisdom. Instead of asking for money, ask for wisdom. Because if you ask and say for money, you're just knocking on one door. And if you're asking for wisdom, you will see thousands of doors and opportunities. If you're asking for a person, don't ask for a person, ask for wisdom. Because when you have wisdom, you will see various different other opportunities you haven't yet seen before. So wisdom is the seed of awakening. And that's what all of the divine teachers and teachings want you to do. Reconnect with them. When you're meditating, when you're praying, you really connect with the higher dimensions, with the ascended masters, with the highest spiritual teachers through wisdom. You align. This is the way to align yourself. This is the way to become awake. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was of service to you. And if you have any questions, or if you want to share your stories about your own relationship with the ascended masters, do put them in the comment section. Again, I'm looking forward to reading them. Lots of love. Be well. I'll speak to you in the next video. Bye.